right, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahat, Rachak, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and the 1/3. And Lord's will, this video will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahat, Rachak, Kodash. The hopeful elect, and the 1/3. All right, just want to make sure the audio and video is good. All right, and as the title reads, how have the oppressor ceased? Okay, and I originally was going to title it a few words on the end of Edom. Okay, which we are at the end, okay, of this wicked rulership. All right, we are at the end of the first murderer from the beginning. Okay, and I was meditating on that as well, how that Esau, Edom, all right, through the spirit of Cain, which he is, and reincarnated, how Esau, he not only oppresses, but he slays you unjustly. All right. And, I was thinking about the situation between Cain and Abel and, what we go through now, what we see, through the curses, what happened here, and ultimately how, this earth and even these nations will be at rest once the nation of Edom is done away with. I was talking to a brother and I said, man, even in our kingdom, if this guy were, if they were to continue as a nation, even the heathen nations would be crying to us for the oppression that Esau, Edom would do to them. So this guy truly, he's got to go. Okay. Esau, Edom has to go. You can't bear with him. You can't live with them. You can't have them as a neighbor. They got to go. They got to go. But real quick, let me get this scripture. All right. And, there's a lot of scriptures based off morals, manners and respect that Esau can't even live up to. He can't even live up to them. This is Proverbs 22, just real fast. All right. Proverbs 22 and 10. It says, cast out the scorner and contention shall go out. See, so with Esau not around, you won't have the feeling of contention. There won't be, unnecessary strife or anguish. Now, ultimately, what Esau represents, is demons. Okay. But see, he was created to be this way in his characteristics. Okay. Now, this is his personality. All right. How Esau is and how he conducts himself. That's how the Lord ultimately made him. But what he has is he's an unclean spirit. So can people possess characteristics like Esau? Yes. But as an entire nation that just goes around, no. This is why contention ultimately will cease when Esau's in chains, when he's done away with, because this place has suffered long enough from the wrath and the characteristics of Esau, Edom. So it's at a point now, creation, okay? Creation is at a point now where it's ready for the sons of Yahweh Bashem Shai to rule, man, okay? And you can see it, you can feel it, he's ran his course. And we're finding out in these last days that, hey, being wicked ain't cool, man. Okay. It's not good for society. It's not good for the ecosystem. All right. This is Romans 8 and 19. It says, let's start at 18. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And the suffering that we're going through is through Esau. Okay, now we suffer, battling, demons, we battle temptation, but then you also have to battle dealing with Esau. Okay, his immature ways, his rude behavior, his oppressive system. All right, his foolish intelligence. There's a lot of suffering that we as a people and these heathens and even animals suffer under the rulership of Esau, Edom. All right. It's very grievous. His rulership is very grievous to society, to culture. All right. And I always like to say there are more issues with the so-called white man and woman than just the N-word. Okay. There's more problems that are going on than just him saying the N-word, all right, or pulling you over, okay? And it says, what shall be revealed in us? Look at this. For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh Bashem El Shai. So even the creatures, okay, even animals are waiting for the manifestation, all right, which ultimately will be the kingdom and rulership under Yahweh Shai and King David. This is why the scriptures tell you this. All right. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So people are in a perpetual state of mourning under the rulership and oppression of Esau Edom. They're truly oppressed because of this guy. You know, they're truly oppressed under the rulership of Esau Edom. All right. Now going back, it says, cast out the scorner, right? Throw Esau out. Get him out of there. And the contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease. So there are many benefits to the end of Esau Edom. And a quick side note to someone like Vocab teaching that Esau has been done away with, that when Esau's done away with, then the nations would be at rest. So if Esau's done away with, why are the nations not at rest? Why is life not at rest? Why is the creature still groaning? So that's a lie, because Esau Edom, all right, if you didn't know, is referred to, all right, as the red horse. So let's get that. So if you tell me Esau Edom's done away with, why is there still wars, all right, pain, anguish, murder, okay? This is Revelation 6:4. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, how Esau conducts himself, ultimately, you know, those are demons on him. Now, has other nations committed murder? Absolutely. But what we're talking about is, as a nation of people, this is their characteristics that they live by. So in our kingdom, will there be unjust killings because someone may have a demon on them? Yeah, but it will be handled immediately. See, the problem is Esau's unjust ways haven't been addressed as a nation, okay? Esau Edom has been going along for far too long in his wickedness. In our kingdom, when unjust nature happens, when something unjustly happens, they will be judged and justice will come forth. See, there's no justice under the rulership of Edom because he doesn't have a spirit to bring justice. All right. That's why he speaks lawfully concerning oppression. Revelation 6:4. And there went out another horse that was red. The first came out red, right? Esau's this red horse, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So if this ain't Esau Edom, then what is the red horse talking about? Okay. This red horse is Esau Edom. So how can Esau Edom be done away with if what? There is no peace on earth because Esau is still in rulership. Look, and they shall kill one another. There's still war on earth because Esau ain't done away with. And there was given unto him a great sword. This is why you still have nuclear missiles, nuclear reactors and warheads, okay, and threats and rumors of nuclear war because Esau Edom hasn't been done away with yet. Do you see the works that follow with him? Okay. Do you see what the earth has to deal with when he is in rulership? There's a lot of turmoil, anguish, agony, anxiety, hell that people deal with because the nation of Edom is still here. Look at Ishmael. You know, hey, those people got a post-traumatic stress disorder from all the bombs that he drops and flying over them with his drones. Hey, you're going to hear testimonies from other nations of what Esau has done to them. Why do you think we're going to sell him to the Sabians? You know, this guy has offended everybody on this planet. I mean, started with us first and foremost, of course. Let's go into this real quick. This is Isaiah 14:3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. We have sorrow from Esau. Okay. Did not Abel have sorrow from Cain? You see, this guy was the first murderer. All right. Now, I was looking into some information about that. Now, the scriptures speak about Cain being the first murderer, but, you know, I speak humbly. All right. It's not in the scriptures, but I speak humbly as a man, you know, And you got to understand when it says murder, meaning Cain was the first one to slay someone unjustly. All right. Because we have the laws were back then. Okay. So we'll find out in the kingdom ultimately. But when you read about Cain, it says it didn't say he was the first killer. It says he was the first murderer, meaning he slew Abel unjustly. Okay. He unjustly murdered his brother like he does that now. Esau unjustly kills you. All right. He unjustly murders you. You see? And it says, and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. Right. We have been given hard bondage. And then on top of that hard bondage, he furthers our affliction. Okay. This guy will further your affliction. You can't have someone like this around. You can't have someone like this. I'm telling you, if Esau, Edom wasn't done away with, and the nation of Edom was in our kingdom, as in the nation of Edom, right? He would be finding ways to oppress the other heathens while he's in servitude. You know, they would be crying about this guy. This guy truly has to go. And it says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? See, the golden city ceased. So see, how has the oppressor ceased? Let's look at this. You will taunt the king of Babylon. You will say, the mighty man has been destroyed. Yes, our insolence is ended. Look at this. You will take up this taunt against the king of Babylon, how the oppressor has come to an end, how his fury has ended. This man's fury needs to end. All right. This guy's rulership needs to come to a close. And let's just real quick, let's look up this word oppressor. Let's see what that means real quick. You know, I was just sitting back, you know, and looking at this guy in a whole. How can you, you know, how could you not want this guy to go? And then on top of that, when you look at it, and on top of that, when you look at Esau, Edom, you know, and what he's done, we need it to end. But the main point, what I want to say is, when you say that Esau, Edom is done away with, but then you still see what's going on in the world, yo, you're a false prophet, man. You know, the mere fact that Vocab Malone says that Esau, Edom is done away with the nation, but look what's going on throughout the earth because of these so-called Caucasian people. And who the hell are they then? This is Ecclesiastes 7:8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit, right? So better is the end of this thing, man. Better is the end of Esau, Edom. You can see it. Better is the end. Creation can see it. We can see it. You know, better is the end of this guy, man. All right. Now, where was I? I was in Isaiah. Oh, okay. I was looking up oppression. Look, oppress, demanding pressure. Yeah, there's a lot of demanding pressure from Esau's system, you know. And you know, like one thing that I find very oppressive is the monthly rent that you got to pay, or monthly health insurance. You know, it's always some monthly or bi-weekly. You know, he strings you along on a very tight rope. You know, taskmaster, ruler, look, tyrant, exactor of tribute. Yep, taxes. See, this is what he's done, man. He's taxed the earth. He's oppressed the earth, and he's ruled the earth in a tyrannical rulership to be hard pressed. Yeah, man. We're pressed hard here under his system. Distressed. See, oh, look, see, to tax, harass. See, what do they say? I'm sending sanctions. I'm sending sanctions out. Hey, man. Whew. Let's keep going, though. I'm going to allow the scriptures to speak. This is Isaiah 14:5. It says, the Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. See, he's ruled people in anger. Okay, he rules people in a very oppressive, non-merciful system. You know, it's very non-merciful. He'll evict you. Here it is. He set up a system where you work the full week, but then you don't get paid until the end of the week, but you've already worked all these days. And then the system that divvies out payment could mess up. So now you get your check late, but then now you have to pay rent late, but then you could be evicted for paying rent late, all because the system he set up to pay you in was messed up. You see? Like the whole way he rules you is in an oppressive manner. Okay, it's in a very slow, drawn out, dripped form of your thirst being quenched. Okay, you're never satisfied here because it's always something's being pulled here, something financially here, something being forced here. You always have a bill. You always have to take this money and send it over here, and then this money's got to be overdrafted there. And then he looks at you like you're supposed to be sitting here and smiling like everything is okay. And this is just a small scale. I'm just talking about the small financial oppression that this man puts on you, man. Okay, look at this. When Esau is finally done away with, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Do you realize that? You are such a terrible cluster of people that the earth will be at rest when you cease from rulership. That's bad, bro. That's a bad look. That's a bad look, man. The things that Esau does, you have to move. You have to get away from this guy. He's unreasonable. He's you can't correct him. Okay, this is why the captivity of Edom has to come, because nothing else is stopping this guy. All right, he is not capable of meeting you and being reasonable. This is why you have prophecy of the wars breaking out. This is why there's prophecy of forced manual labor, continual employment. This is why there's prophecy about he's going to have to clean up the mess that he made. And then the earth will rejoice when you go down. That's a cut unto you, man. That's why it says, get rid of the scorner and the contention will cease. Once you get rid of this guy, life as you know it will be able to flourish. That would make me feel terrible as a person, knowing once I'm out of the way, things can run smoothly. Damn. And it says, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller has come up against us. That's crazy, man. What you call Mother Nature. Nature, which the word nature, if I'm not mistaken, it means growth. So the earth will be able to grow once you're gone. Let's see, nature, restorative power of the body, nature, being, principle of life, birth, birth, quality, to be born. Yeah, I remember somewhere I was looking, let's actually try this. I remember I was going in my studies, I kind of came across pretty much nature also goes into growth. Let's just see. Nature definition. The phenomenon of the physical world collectively, including plants, animals, the landscape, feature, product, and the product of earth as opposed to human. Okay. Yeah, somewhere I was looking though, but it pretty much went into growth. But as you can see, all right, birth, universe, the forces of process of material world, that which produces living things and maintains order, right? Living things will be able to live under our rulership. We have laws about what trees you can cut down in the book of Deuteronomy. See, this is what it's letting you know. So nature will be able to live when we rule. Earth will be able to live. All right. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead of thee for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up their thrones, all the kings of the nation, and they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? So in that day, Esau will be equal with these heathen nations he's oppressing. Okay. You are going to be brought down to a level of servitude like you are oppressing these other nations. We surely drank of the cup, and you think you're going to go away punished? what is that? Jeremiah 49. You got to see the benefits, okay? Because, at first you may emotionally, you're going to go into slavery, but you got to look at the benefits of life of when this man goes down. Jeremiah 49 and 12, it says, for thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. Yeah, we've assuredly drunken this cup, okay, of oppression. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. You are going to drink of it, man. You think that you're going to go unpunished from all the things you've done to us first, then the earth, then the heathens? You got a lot to pay for. But everything you're doing is based off your characteristics and mindset of who you are as a nation. So you can see now the benefits of when this nation is done away with. When this nation is done away with, the creatures are going to rejoice. Nature is going to rejoice. And it says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, right? O light bearer, who art thou, right? O light bearer, the one that pushes your narrative as the curriculum. How are you fallen? The one that gives you a standard for society that it isn't even beneficial for society, but you make people live by this way. How are you fallen? See, son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation? See, you are going to be cut down. You are going to be brought low. You are going to be cast out. But then you will see the benefits of this man out of rulership. You will see the benefits of this man out of rulership. This is why people are going to rejoice when the wicked don't bear rule no more. So when you look at it in hindsight, hey man, this thing is bigger than us. This is him going out. Of course, it says for thy violence against thy brother. Yes, of course, we are not taking that away. But when you look at it, you can see the benefits on the level of creation. Okay. Now look, the brother posted it again. We read this earlier, but it's the spirit. So let's read this again. This is what the spirit is expressing, which Christians can't see what we're talking about. You're looking at it because, oh, well, I'm white. He said, oh, no, you need to understand what the nation of Edom is doing right now. Okay. You need to see what's wrong with everything going on. See, these people, they don't care about the plastic. They don't care about the normality of life right now. Okay. They don't care about these industrial complexes ruining the earth or the chemtrail. They can't see the problem and how Edom is ruling right now. So when we say, hey, when this guy's going to go down, life as you know it is going to increase. It's going to flourish. Things are going to be changed for the better once he gets out of rulership. But they can't see that. Romans 8:19, for the earnest expectation. I almost feel in the spirit. I can't express or stress it enough how beneficial the end of Edom is going to be, man. Water, air, shit. What did Mike Epps say to Craig? He said, man, since we moved out here, ain't no crackhead, no chicken head, ain't no nothing. Taste the air. You can taste the air like, wow, this is better. Food is going to be better. Life is going to be better. Air is going to be better. Water is going to be better. It says, shit, I gotta filter my water from my own faucet in my house. I'm not pulling it from some well or some creek or some body of water. Why do I gotta filter my own water that's coming out of a faucet that I gotta pay monthly for? Damn, this guy is ruined life. Esau has made our life hell. There wouldn't be hell without the nation of Edom. Okay. And it says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of God. You know what that reminds me of? It's like this. This is creatures right now. This is creatures right now. Let me see. Right here. This is creation right now. You know, they're waiting for the door of our kingdom. You know, they're waiting for it, man. You see, this is, you know, when you look at it, this is like creation right now. They're waiting, literally, like, please, because, you know, a dog, it literally is waiting for its master to come home. All right, actually, let's look that up. We got some time. Let's put in, why does a dog wait at the door for owner? Yeah, I want to see so we're the owners, you know? Let's see. Dogs sit by the door because they missed you. So creation misses us, man. It misses the beautiful, bountiful, righteous rulership under Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. They heard you coming in, or they want to be first to greet you. Sometimes they will sit by the door because they are looking to mate. They have a bathroom, they're bored. Right. Why do dogs wait for their owner? So creation is waiting for the companionship. They're waiting for the companionship back. See? So we have a foreign ruler right now. We have a long disease that's ruling. All right? The mere fact that animals have in their spirit waiting for us to rule shows you those who are ruling right now is unfit to where even creation is groaning. It says, perhaps the most obvious reason some dogs simply prefer the companionship of their human owners. See? So this is life right now. Life is waiting at the door for the sons of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai to rule, man. That's a cut to you, bro. That's a cut to you. Brother got another one. Brother Bayan Yasharala, Revelations 11:18, and the nations were angry. I'd be angry too. Shit, Ishmael got a right to be angry. Ham, Moab, yeah, they may be wicked and they got their weirdo gods, and we're going to correct them, but they're angry too. He's oppressing them too. You know? Shit, the Brits, they didn't give Elon their independence to like the 60s, man. Imagine some silly dilly-ab white man just over you and you in your land and this nigga over you. And they thought, look at the Taliban. The Taliban don't want your ass over there. They said they want to cover their women up and they want to be able to live. In our kingdom, they going to have their own land to live. And we ain't going to be droning them. You see? And that's another thing. Esau ain't checking these nations because they're not serving Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. He's checking them because they ain't serving him. So he's not even trying to make you serve Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. He wants you to serve him. See that? In our kingdom, these nations will be under the tutelage. They will be under the rulership of us through serving Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. And you will see the benefits of living by the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? We ain't going to be going in your cities, getting drunk, and taking your women. You see? There's a lot of benefits to Esau getting out of here. And even heathen nations are going to experience that. That's a cut to you as a people. That these nations will be like, man, it's way better. And it says, the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, the other nations, and that thou should giveth reward unto thy servants, the prophets. And to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. We got to be on this place. We got to be on earth. And this man is destroying the earth that we got to live on, you know? Now let's just keep going. It says, Isaiah 14:13, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that is the problem, that we have someone in rulership claiming a God's position with an ungodly mentality, man. He's been given a position of God on a carnal level on earth, and look at how he's ruling it. Look at how he's ruling earth. It's bad, okay? You're unfit. You lied on your application. This is why this prophecy ultimately will come to pass. Look, Edom will be humbled, okay? You have to understand the benefits of when this man is no longer in rulership, all right? This is Obadiah 1. And look, the day of the Lord and the future, okay? The day of the Lord and the future. Let's start at 15. It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Bringing you back, okay? Bringing you back to where you would never know that they were in a power of rulership, that they think that they could rule the earth. The mere fact that these heathens think that one of them can be next up to rule is vain, because you don't understand the order of life. We are the rulers. The Lord gave us the laws of righteousness so that things can be ran in righteousness. What is that? Numbers 6 and 25. Let me see real quick. Let me see. What's Numbers 6 and 25? Or is it Deuteronomy? I think it's Deuteronomy. Let's see real quick. Let's see. I think it's Deuteronomy. Let's go there. There's a lot of scriptures about the benefits of us living by the laws, okay? To where it says that this is our righteousness, okay? See? Deuteronomy 6 and 25. Let's start up at 23. It says, and he brought us out from thence that he might bring us in to give us the land which he sware unto our fathers. And the Lord, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, commanded us to do all these commandments, to fear the Lord our power for our good always. Right. So if those people over there were the real people and they were living by the real laws, earth would be beneficial. You see, that's a cut to Christianity. If they're the people, then us, us blacks and Hispanic, we're just Gentile. We will be living a better life. When the true children of Israel in authority, people will live a better life. Why are we not living a better life? Because they are not the people. This is not the prophecy. We're the prophecy. See, that he might preserve us alive as it is at this day, and it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, as he has commanded us. See, so we will be ruling earth, existence, creation, and righteousness under the law, statutes, and commandments. This is why you have what you have today. He said the laws are done away with. This man said the laws are done away with. This is why the earth is like this. Real quick. I'm about to wrap it up. You have to understand the severity of what happens when you rule in unrighteousness. It's unprofitable, whether you like it or not. All the laws are done away with. Well, look at the earth now. Okay, look. Why is the earth like this? Why are scientists say that you only got about 20 years left of human existence? Well, why is poverty at an all-time high? All these things going on. Why is there not a strong family structure? When you look at life and the rulership of how Esau's ruling it, it's unbeneficial. So when he's out of rulership, that means it will become beneficial. Isaiah 24 and 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. The earth is defiled. The earth is defiled. How you defile the earth? But he says you're breathing up the white man's air. The white man's air is full of fucking diesel gas, marble cigarettes, and dry beer bottles. It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances. You've changed the ordinances. Everything we're told how not to live, you push as normal. You've turned sin into a legal way of life. And in these last days, you're seeing man can't continue to live forever under sin. Man cannot live under sin and prosper. You're just seeing it. When you become obese, you become covetousness, bloodshed comes out, iniquity, adultery, disease. I mean, you can't live fruitful under sin. It says broken the everlasting covenant. See, this is what's happened. You've defiled the earth because you've transgressed the laws. So prophecy has to happen. That's why I said no flesh shall be saved. The days have to be shortened, man. Okay. And it says, but upon Obadiah 1 and 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness. Finally, holiness will come into earth. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, Isaiah 14:2, right? Lead them in those who've had us captive. I'll get it real quick because we read 14. We read 14. All right, real fast. Let's get it. Isaiah 14 and 1. It says, "For Yahweh Bashem El Shai will have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined unto them." Right, 1/3. Right, men, women, and children of Israelites coming from other nations shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And it says, "And the people shall take them, the heathens, and bring them, the heathens, to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." See? So there's many ways through prophecy how oppression is going to cease. It's going to cease through prophecy ultimately, but the prophecy of the third woe. It's going to cease through the prophecy of he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity, and it shall cease through the prophecy in Obadiah, which we're about to read right here. So there's many forms of how the Lord is going to stamp out the oppression of Esau, Edom, that he's done upon the nation of Israel, the inhabitants of the earth, and earth itself. Okay. And it says 18, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it." See? So once Esau's out of the way, the earth will rest. That's what it said in Isaiah. It says the earth will rest. It's called a sigh of relief. A sigh of relief, to relax, because someone has been worrying about is not a problem or danger anymore. And look, it's a Jake. You got a Jake sighing with the trees. It's spiritual. All right. You got a Jake sighing with the trees to feel relieved. Remember, Israel is a beautiful, delicate woman. To feel relieved, we all breathed a sign of relief when we heard that we were safe from Esau, Edom. You know, shit, man. You can see it. The animals, pigs ain't gonna be looking over their shoulders. You know, cattle ain't gonna be worried about. You know, I'll get into it, but they ain't gonna have to worry no more. They ain't gonna have to feel worried no more. They ain't gonna have to feel stressed no more. This is why when we come back in our true form, let's get that in Rev, and I'll end it. It says, when we come back, man, it says, Revelation 21:1, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And the Most High himself shall be with them and be their God. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away." And that's starting with Esau's rulership. That's starting with this tyrannical, complex system of oppression. This is major. This is major. So the fact that we're still suffering proves that Esau hasn't been done away with. And the fact that when Esau's done away with, then we will finally have rest. And that's what we're yearning for, just like creation. What a cut to you and your rulership. Even dogs, you know, trees, fish, animals, heathens. Even heathens are going to feel at ease when Esau's out of rulership. Ishmael calls him the great Satan. The great Satan. See, the great Satan is a demonizing epithet for the United States of America and Iran foreign policy. See that? Even these nations call you the great Satan. See? And that's a cut, bro. You should be ashamed of yourself. But we understand why. because wickedness was created for the day of evil. So I just wanted to do that quick lesson. I pray that it was edifying and exhorting to you sincere brothers and few sincere sisters. I'd like to say call halal, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. With that being said, Shalom.